Welcome, everybody. It's your boy, the Versace Stunner, with another episode of VSW. Thank you, and hey, thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. Tonight, we talk Limitless Wrestling from Maine. We got The Road last night, and we have Double Vision tomorrow night. So let's get into it of what happened last night. We had some crazy matchups and some great battles. First up, you had, and these aren't in the order that was shown, these are just in the order that I just chose. You have Dylan Nix taking on Alexander Lee. Alexander Lee has been dishing out punishment to all the students of the dojo. And Dylan Nix was no exception, except I'll say this. He gave a better fight than most of the other people did. He really did, and he showcased his suplex. He has an excellent suplex. It was a great matchup, but Alexander Lee taking the victory and continuing his reign of terror on the dojo students. If you guys are subscribed to IWTV, I do recommend, if you didn't watch this, to go back and watch these matches that I talk about, because it's great wrestling at its finest. And these characters that you see on TV are just great, both in ring and outside with promos. Next up, we had Armani Chaos taking on Nick Stapp. These two competitors are great. Highest Society, one of my favorite teams out there with Paris. Very talented individual, Armani. He really showcased himself. He didn't get the victory last night. Nick Stapp taking it. Baby girl. But these two put on a show, in my opinion. It was probably my second favorite match of the night. And I would definitely have to say that every episode that I keep seeing Armani Chaos in, he's getting better and better and better. He's definitely someone to look forward to in 21-22. Definitely. Someone to keep eyes on. Then you had Love Dog still not finding love as he lost to Connor Murphy. Love Dog's one of my favoriteest new wrestlers out there that I've found, through Limitless, Chaotic, and other brands. He's very entertaining. He's very charismatic. He just can't seem to win. But, hey, some of the best wrestlers won very few matches. Just saying. Connor Murphy, though, great athlete. Really went out, showed dominance. Again, though, Love Doug was the man for me to watch. He continues to amaze me with his in-ring abilities. And he's definitely another person that I would keep my eyes on in 21-22. All these people that are being shown on a weekly basis are all people that have the capability to break out next in New England. So I really keep an eye on all these guys. And then finally we had Davion beating the Prize City OG, Alec Price, in a grueling matchup. Davion, though, showing her dominance and just wrecking him in the end. I love watching Davion wrestle. She is amazing. Her intergender matches are legendary. Some people can pull them off, some people can't. She can. And she can just dominate with the best of them. I'm guessing within the next year she will be Limitless World Champion. We'll get further into that later on when I discuss, tomorrow night's title fight. But she definitely proved herself last night on the road. She definitely showed that, she has what it takes. And there was another fantastic episode in my book. I look forward to it every week, every Wednesday, 7 p.m. on IWTV. It's right before AEW or NXT, whatever you watch on Wednesday nights. If you're into that sort of thing of mainstream wrestling. And it's just excellent. It just is excellent wrestling. And with that being said, tomorrow night's a big one. Double Vision. It's Christian Casanova's last appearance, I believe, in Limitless as he defends the title against Garcia before he goes to WWE. He was signed to go to the training center. He will be going down there. Will he be taking that Limitless title with him, though? That is something we will discuss tonight. And much more as we do the Double Vision preview here on the VSW. It's just me tonight. No Disabled Wolf. He wasn't feeling up to it. And I was like, I'm never going to say no to a good podcast. So I stuck with it. You got me tonight, the Versace Stoner. And let's see what we got on tomorrow night's card. Starting things off, you got the Mac Daniels and John Alba Open Challenge. This is, not one of my favoriteest matches. I do hope it's somebody wild that picks up this challenge. Whether it be Warhorse or AC Romero or somebody really destructive. I'd like to really see Mac Daniels get destroyed. I don't know why. I just want to. Maybe the face of John Alba, why that's happening, will be priceless. Either way, should be an entertaining fight. Then you got up this Haas battle of Big Beef and Tyree Taylor. These two superweights are going to really put on a fight. And they're really going to impress us, I think. Big Beef had a great victory over Benjamin Carter with a huge splash off the top when I last saw him in a match. And, seeing someone like him jump through the sky like he did and landing it was just devastating to the opponent. And if he does it again, I just, I don't know what will be left of Tyree Taylor. We saw him lose to Alec Price on episode 2 of The Road. A great match with Danger Kid, though, later on. An impressive win over Daniels later on The Road, too. This is going to be an excellent matchup between these two. I think it's going to be a very physical confrontation, a lot of blow by blow. And in the end, I think Big Beef is going to take the match. I think he's going to win it. That's my prediction is Big Beef. I think he's going to have that match. It'll be close, but he will get it. You got a three-way with Charles Mason, Ken Broadway, and Kevin Blackwood. A few of these guys are House of Glory wrestlers. I've seen them fight there. I saw Ken Broadway, fighting MJF, Leo Rush. Some great matchups there, really athletic. Saw Charles Mason over there, too. He's another House of Glory champion. Very good. And Blackwood, he's another one. He was on AEW Dark, tagging with Garcia against Joey Janela and, Kiss, Sonny Kiss. He also had wrestled Garcia and Beyond in MJF and Smash Wrestling. So he has, a pretty good repertoire in the wrestling industry. I really enjoyed him on Dark. He's actually my pick for this match to win. I think, he has a little bit more experience over the other two, in my opinion. They all have it. They're all excellent. They're all top talent, but I just think Blackwood is gonna win. Again, these are all my opinions here. I really don't know who's gonna win. It's any man's game with any of these matches. Anything can happen on Limitless Wrestling. And when it does, we will be there to watch it, and you will be there to watch it. So, only we will find out tomorrow night. Again, these are predictions and previews. And on to our next matchup of that night is going to be another triple tag team match. You have the competition. You have CJ Cruz and Ricky Arch, and you have MSP. Okay? 3 great tag teams, if you ask me. 3 great ones. You get the competition. They made up of Connor and Murphy. Champ, Matthews, great great guy. And Conor Murphy is too. They've been out of it for a little bit, but then they came back and they've been winning big. Big win over Logan Nick and Chris Benney, and a third straight victory over BRG and Channing Thomas. This was a great matchup. I love this matchup against BRG and Channing Thomas. They're both really good, the Prestige. This was a good tag match. All four competitors in this really gave it their all. But they did get the victory over those two. And, BRG is another top talent in this game. Watch out for him. And Channing Thomas, too. They have destined to go places. And then, just tonight I saw them fight CJ Cruz and Max Smashmaster on Chaotic. And they won that, too. So, they're looking impressive. Tomorrow night, I think they are going to pull off the victory. I mean, we have other people. We have CJ Cruz and Ricky Archer, both of them great individuals. We even saw them fight each other once. Ricky Archer won that match by submission. They're a great tag team, though. A while back, they also tagged with Becca to defeat Love Doug in Higher Society. That was a great matchup, too, at Limitless. So you got them, and then you got the legendary Main State Posse. Agro, Danger Kid. These guys are probably the best tag team in New England. They're another top pick to win. I believe it's going to boil down between them and... It's going to boil down, I think, between them and the competition. It's a close one between them. I do think the competition is going to get the victory, but MSP is probably the favorite team. They're very athletic. They're great with the fans. They're fan favorites. They can get the crowd pumping, really rolling. It's excellent. It's excellent seeing MSP live at a live show. They really know how to play the fans. And, they're really good people, too, outside of the wrestling ring. I can say, I follow them on social. I see what they stand for. These people are great. I suggest you follow them, watch what they do. They're good human beings. And that's important in this business, to be a good human being, not just a good athlete and professional wrestler. As we've seen, a lot of bad wrestlers a lot of good wrestlers, rather, who are bad people being called out, and it's unfortunate because it gives a bad name to this business, but, there's a lot of good people still left in here. And these are a lot of the good people. So definitely follow these guys and watch them, because they're going places. Okay? You have another great matchup of Rob Killjoy versus Rip Bison. Rob Killjoy, I saw him once with this. He had this insane matchup with JD Drake. It was just insane. It really impressed me, I think. And from that point on, I've kind of been a fan. But Bison Rips, he's like the epitome of what an 80s wrestler is. He just is a powerhouse of a man. I remember seeing him as his former, I would say, I hate to use the word, but his former persona, Tomahawk. He was great then, but, he really came out the box when he removed the mask. He started wrestling under Bison Rips, and Rip Bison, whatever you want to call him, and now he's just, he teams up with Perry Von Vicious with Matt, and he's just a great powerhouse wrestler. Reminds me of one of those, like I said, 80 stars that just shows off brute strength, another Hercules Hernandez, Sid Justice, somebody powerful. And it's what wrestling should be. Grimy, a little grime, a little grunge. And a lot of power, a lot of strength. I think he's going to take this match. Like I said, I'm a fan of Killjoy, but I think Bison Rips is going to take this match. Okay, then you got another personal favorite of mine here. Personal favorite match. You got Ava Everett taking on her former best friend, Davion. And, Ava's coming back to Limitless. She's Been away for a little bit. She's hungry for this victory. She has a lot to prove. And I think she's going to do it. I think Gabriel Everett beats Davion in this. Nothing against Davion. She is a beast. Okay, when it comes into the ring. Blow for blow, she's better than anybody out there right now. She's a powerhouse. With this being said, I also think, later down the line, she will be Limitless World Champion. She'll break that barrier. She'll be a female champion for Limitless Wrestling. And, being a champion Limitless means something. Look at the former champions. Look where they are now. You started off with MJF. Look where he is. Anthony Green. Look where he is. Christian Casanova. Look where he's going. Whoever's held on to this title has gone places. Eventually, Davion will grab that title, and it will be hers. And she will be going places. I could see her in Impact. I could see her on AEW. She's a great athlete. One of my favorite out of New England. And again, this is, like I said, a great matchup because you have top talent Ava Everett. She has done it all. And she's another one of my favorites. And that's why I think she's going to win this match. Coming back. She's hungry for this win. Very hungry. And if you saw her, she looked enraged and furious. And I kind of liked that. I liked an angry Ava Everett. It gave another element to her character, and it really just drew me in. I want to see this match now. I think it's going to be very hands-on, very physical. These two have history. It's going to be used into it, and it's going to be very entertaining. And, like I said, I think Gabriel Everett's going to win, but it's really anyone's matchup. Either women could win this match. And that's what's great about Limitless. Anybody can win any match at any time. You really don't know. There's been tremendous, stunnings that, you think one man's going to win and the other man does it at the last moment. And that's what we love about this sport. It's not so predictable. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. Another great matchup. We have Ashley Vox, one half of the Sea Stars. Tremendous athlete. Taking on Becca. One of my favorite stars in New England right now. Chaotic champion. Women's champion. I've seen her in NCW. I've seen her in Limitless. I've seen her everywhere. Anywhere she is, she puts on a show. Super athletic. Super professional. Cuts great promos. I think she's going to take this one home. She has a lot to prove here in Limitless. She has a lot to prove in New England. And she's doing a hell of a job doing it. With that being said, nothing against Ashley Vox. She's an unbelievable wrestler, both in tag and in singles competition. And she's also very athletic. And she could pull this victory off too. I said, I'm giving it to Becca, but it will boil down to either one of these women. Who's going to have the strength at the end of it. Because they both can go the distance. They're both athletic. And they both got strength behind them. I don't know if you've ever seen Becca flex, but she's got muscles. And Ashley Vox got muscles too. So this is going to be a good match. It's going to be a great match. And then you got Alec Price versus Myron Reed. The Price City Kid, great wrestler. Someone definitely to look to again in 21-22. I think he's going to do really good. And you got Myron Reed, though, former MLW middleweight champion. He tagged with Jordan Oliver recently and beyond and against Bear Country, another one of my favorite tag teams out there. They've been shown in AEW. He's done great things. He's a great competitor, but I think that Alec Price is going to pull this one off. I don't know if he's the better athlete, but he's definitely the better entertainer, and he might be the better wrestler. He might be. He has a great set of moves. He's a little cocky, but, that's what we love about him. He knows what he wants, and he goes after it. He doesn't play. It's going to be a very good matchup. It's going to be actually an excellent matchup, I think. It's probably going to be a sleeper match. People are thinking it might not be one of the top matches, but I think it might be one of the top matches of the night. They both can push themselves to the limit. And that's what we like to see. We saw Alec Price with Davion really push himself to the limit. We can see that even, twice-fold against Myron Reed. So, we got this huge card. Tag team matches, single matches, women matches. And then you finally got the main event. Daniel Garcia challenging Christian Casanova for the Limitless Wrestling World Championship. Garcia had some words for Christian. There's only, you don't leave the company without losing. He doesn't want Christian to leave the company with that belt. He wants this belt. He wants this title. He can taste it. I think Garcia is going to take it from him. Yes, Casanova is top talent. Yes, he is going to WWE. We will see him probably on TV, on NXT in the next year. But Garcia is a wrestler. Like he said, he's going to be here, winning championships. Making and solidifying, his career and legacy here. And I believe he's going to do that. I think he's going to start tonight. Well, tomorrow night, rather. With, capturing the Limitless World Championship. And starting his career to the next level. Like I said, anybody that's won this title has gone to the next level. It's a very prestigious title. It has a very good curse to it. So anybody that wins this title is destined to go to the next spot. If Casanova was to retain the title, would he take it with him to the WWE? I don't know. Hard to tell. He could walk away with it. We could see an Alundra Blaze issue. Who knows? Maybe we see Randy Cara come out and do a Montreal screw job, just so he can't leave with that title. Wouldn't that be something on Limitless if that had happened? But who knows? Like I said, they're both great talent, top talent. This is the best in the biz competing for this title. Titles, like I said, that MJF has held, and Anthony Green, now August Gray. You can find him on 205 Live starting his WWE career. These people have held this title, and they've gone on to make and do great things. Look at MJF now. Look at the success he has. Now he's just started his own stable in AEW. But he all started somewhere, and that started with the Limitless Championship. And that's what these two are going to be fighting for tomorrow night. I can't wait for this pay-per-view. I've been pumped since it was announced. I'm a huge Limitless fan. I've been watching, the whole road, all the seasons, Pandemic of the Dojo. It's been very entertaining during this where we can't go to live shows. They've done a tremendous job putting on wrestling events and series for us to watch. And since they announced this Double Vision, I've just really, latched onto it, followed the wrestlers that are involved, and started to get to know them a little bit better. Sometimes it's hard with promotions, trying to get to learn everyone. Because you got your fan favorites, then you got, your undercard, then you have, some people that are just there once in a while. But they could be really good, but they're only there, once in a while, once in a great while. They're there just once. So, it's hard to learn a roster inside out. But I always do my best, to go on, search these guys, look them up if I don't know them, see what they've wrestled, see what matches they've had. You'd be amazed what matches are out there that people that you see on TV have had before with superstars that that you would never imagine. So, with that being said, I definitely think if you're not subscribed now, you need to subscribe to IWTV so you can watch this tomorrow night. It is being only shown on IWTV. You can use code Limitless if you're a new subscriber, and you can get a free trial. So it's basically a free pay-per-view event. You also can catch up on the road. All the seasons of that. And all the other Limitless events that have taken place. Vacation Land Cup, when Christian Casanova won the Limitless Championship. That was, just a few months ago. So it's a lot of entertainment you can watch on IWTV. I do suggest you signing up for that now so you can catch this tomorrow night and not miss a single second of it, because it's gonna be one of the events that's gonna be talked about for a little bit. The face of the company of Limitless is gonna be determined tomorrow night. That's exciting. Like I said, where these people previous phases have gone, what's in store? If Garcia wins, what's in store for him? He could be anywhere. He could go to WWE, AEW, New Japan, Ring of Honor, Impact. There's many companies now that are major promotions that are getting airtime on TV and various social networks. So it could be any of these. And that's what's so great about this. We've seen them here at the lower levels, in the trenches, starting in the beginning. Then you see them, as champion in these indie tier promotions, and then they make it big, and you follow them their whole career from beginning to end, and you can see their progression. You can see how they get better every week and every other match. And like I said, I've watched people like Love Doug. This every match he's getting a little better. Same thing with Kayani. They're getting better and better and better with every match. Another one, is TJ Crawford. I've seen him everywhere. He is ripping up the independent scene right now. From Limitless to Chaotic, he's opening it up. Someone definitely to keep an eye on in the future. Again, any of these guys, like I said earlier, any of these guys on this Limitless card could be the next breakout star. They all have the credentials, and they all have, the potentials, which is pretty impressive, if you ask me, for a promotion. To have that much top talent. But I do thank you for listening. I am the Versace Stone, and definitely check out Double Vision tomorrow night, 7 p.m. live on Twitch. I mean, not Twitch, I'm sorry, IWTV. That's right, live on IWTV. Again, if you're not a subscriber, subscribe now. Go on there, enter your email, enter your information, enter code Limitless, and get your free trial. You'll get to watch tomorrow's event for free. Do it now. And thank you for listening. Versace Stoner out.